What's that word, YouTube? It's your boy D-Mac coming at y'all with another reaction video. I know I haven't been reacting lately. I had an affected tooth. My jaw was swollen. I just couldn't get in front of the camera. But I'm back. The swelling went down. I got to get my tooth pulled still, but like I said, I'm back. I am back. Giving y'all another reaction video. And today we reacting to celebrations that got banned in the NBA. Celebrations in the NFL, they tried to X those out completely. But the NBA had a little bit, NBA players got a little bit more freedom, you know? Let's see which ones got banned. It had to be bad, right? Let's see.
From throwing up gang signs to grabbing your these are the NBA's banned celebrations. And Jimmy Butler's taunt made me think basketball gets him a little too excited. Cause during the first round of the playoffs, Jimmy was sidelined for game 5. And after Jimmy's teammates splashed a 3, that's when he whipped it out.
Kaboom. Max Strus to the rescue.
Yeah, I can see why
Jimmy,
I got
you're
banned.
on live TV, not OnlyFans.
That wasn't bad. But I can see why the NBA would ban that. I can see.
And well, the NBA wasn't trying to pay for Jimmy's subscription. Instead, they made Jimmy give them the bag, fining him $15K. And Jimmy blamed his celebration on his coach?
It's Bo's fault. He always says to celebrate everybody else's success. Max going to 10 on run. I celebrate. I get fine.
Can't play that else,
Now
bro.
celebrating because your coach told you to, I mean, that's one thing. At least Jimmy's celebration didn't show the world what he was packing, like LeBron James taunt. Yeah, LeBron was amped, cause all night long, he couldn't be stopped. And with a minute left, this became the most viral play of the night.
LeBron about to get into his action. Launches a three. Got it!
But
I'll say one thing. As much as LeBron is scared to take that last, when he has that confidence, he knocks that down. He knocks it down. So I want to see him do stuff like that more. I know later in his career he started doing it more. Even now, you know, he takes that big shot with no hesitation. But I wish he would have did that when he was young. He probably would have won more championships by now, you know?
hitting that 3 isn't what pissed everyone off. It was LeBron's celebration. See, he busted out an infamous taunt that only NBA legends were known for. Sam Cassell, Klay Thompson, Fred VanVleet, even Kobe made it popular.
Yeah, I was about to say, LeBron wasn't the first person to do that. I think Sam Cassell, I think Sam Cassell was the first one to do it. I think he was the first.
The big balls dance. So, LeBron should have known running down the court doing this would cost him more than a few reps.
And then he did it wrong.
Not only did he get fined, one of the NBA's greatest players ever put LeBron on blast.
LeBron was fined $15,000 for doing a big balls dance after the Lakers win over the Pistons. Why do you need to do a stupid childish dance and disrespect the other team on the court? It doesn't make sense. Goats don't dance.
Kareem's right, man. This is the end.
Come on, Kareem. I love you, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's just a little dance, you know. You gotta have some fun. Like, we're not robots. Like,
NBA, not the BBC. We ain't trying to see all that. But LeBron was just having fun. At least he wasn't on live TV celebrating a murder like Dwayne Wade. Low-key, Wade ain't who you think he is. We're talking about a man who grew up in Chirac. Dude was born to be a shooter. And well, during his first NBA game back in his hometown, with 30 seconds to go, Wade went for the kill. Damn, Wade, that's cold. But even though it was just a celebration, the NBA was furious. Cause
wait a minute. How? I ever seen VC in the dunk contest when he was like, he did the double hand one and said it's over. So how is that? I don't know. I don't know. That one weird.
Just a few years before, Kevin Durant sparked a worldwide controversy when he did the celebration. So when
Yeah,
the
why
league saw
they-
Wade slash his throw, they not only forced him to tweet out an apology, they slapped him with a $25,000 fine.
that's a head scratcher,
But
I ain't gonna lie.
Wade's celebration
I
ain't
don't
the
get that
only
one.
one that turned violent. Gerald Green's taunt came straight out of GTA, and I
That soft ass push. That's one of those. "Ugh, get off my guy, but I don't want to fight push.
he took shooting his shot a little too literally. Cause after knocking down his first jumper, dude raised his trigger fingers
Oh.
and sniped the crowd. But Green was just getting started. Cause after
Oh, you can't do it towards the crowd. You can't do it towards the crowd. Now, maybe if he would have did it in the air, you know what I mean? If he would have, you can't point at the crowd. That's a threat, my boy. That's a threat.
his second shot, dude really pulled out a Draco in the
That's
middle
tough.
of an NBA game.
That's tough.
Now, Green didn't mean anything serious, but the NBA didn't care what he was thinking. All they saw was a maniac shooting weapons at the crowd. So after the game, they fined him 25 bands
It's all about image. It's all about image.
for his illegal celebration. But after, Green hopped on the gram to show how much he cared, saying, "Cost me 25, might as well post it." Dude's tripping, man.
That's true.
But see, that taunt inspired players for years, like Josh Jackson. Cause this dude got so fed up with fans clowning him, he shot him up. And after, Josh straight up lied and asked if he was pulling a trigger. He really said,
Oh shit, yo, that is no fucks. He said, "Fuck it, all y'all die. All y'all gonna die." That's tough.
that's what most people thought I was doing, but I actually wasn't. Like,
That's
what?
cap.
What
That's
else could that have
cap.
been?
That's
A
cap.
spray bottle? Josh, be honest, man. You trying to make fans
That's
wet
cap.
like Dwight Howard's celebration? You know, the time his celebration let everyone know he's a freak. Cause one game, the Hornets ran a fast break and Dwight slammed it home. And after he tied the game, you could tell he was feeling himself a little too much. Yeah.
Disgusting. Come on, bro. What would make you even do something like that? What would make you do something like Dwight Howard? Always been like weird to me. Like he been weird and childish his whole career, bro. It's like, bro, when you gonna let that go, bro? When you gonna start being a dominant big man? Stop being so childish, bro. I think that was the decline of his career. Just him being childish. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why would you do that, bro? What would make you do that? What is going on through your head? Oh, chill out. I don't want you to define me now. What would go on in your head to make you do something like that? That's tough.
Dude let the crowd know he ain't just a freak on the court. Now, I personally thought the celebration was funny, but the NBA thought it was a little weird that a grown-ass man was tonguing his fingers on live TV. So
Yeah, that's
they
crazy.
slapped him
That's
with a
weird.
$35,000 fine. But at least
Well
Dwight only
deserved.
celebrated once, because
Well
Kyrie
deserved.
Irving went all out, doing 4
He gang banging? Yeah, he up there gang banging. What's going on, Kyrie? What up, bro?
band celebrations in a single
sheesh.
game. Kyrie came into a rivalry against his former Celtics roster, and cause he left them on bad terms, the fans were still butthurt, so they clowned him all night long. At halftime, they even followed him to the locker room roasting him.
Kyrie, start the hoop, please.
Damn.
Don't be like Kyrie.
I don't know if that's real or not, bro. God, that's funny. That's funny right there.
Subscribe. But
Oh, that
after
wasn't real.
halftime,
That
the
wasn't
fans and Kyrie
Oh,
got even more disrespectful. In the third quarter, Kyrie made a clutch play and let the fans know what's good.
Irving fires away. Got it! A two-pointer for Kyrie Irving.
Taking his finger
I
up.
think he might have saluted them with a hand signal. Right?
Yo, Kyrie, I see keep calling him Kyrie. Don't give no F's, bro. He's so anti-establishment. And he's so freedom and so, people should be able to do what they want to do. But you can't flick off the fans though. You can't flick off the fans, bro. Because at the end of the day, you go home to a multi-million-dollar house and they not touch you. As long as they don't touch you, I mean, you should be able to control yourself. That's part of getting paid so much. is you being able to control yourself, dealing with the fans. It ain't just you putting the ball in the hoop. Like, this is all the stuff you got to deal with. And in compensation for that, you get millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, it's called being a professional. If you didn't know.
Right there.
Damn, but disrespecting the fans twice? That wasn't enough. Later in the fourth, Kyrie heard the crowd still trying to get in his head. And when he was on the sidelines, he not only flipped off the fans,
Twice?
he mocked them for crying. Now at this point, Kyrie was definitely getting fined. But in the post-game interview, he made sure his words cost him $50,000.
Sheesh. To be able to piss off $50,000, bro.
When people start yelling and you and all this stuff, it's but so much you can take. You know, we're the ones expected to be docile and be humble and take a humble approach. Nah, that's the playoffs.
But 50K is nothing to Kyrie. He's never afraid to let the world know what he's repping. And speaking of that, John Wall's celebration shows he's repping the gang life.
God damn, he done threw the whole damn blood gang up. He done threw his whole setup. He done threw his whole setup. Yeah, you getting fined, my boy.
During Wall's time with the Wizards, he was a different breed. He quickly became one of the league's most dominant guards, but also went viral time and time again for throwing up his trademark celebration. But as famous as Wall's celebration was, it actually ruined his career. 2020, Wall hadn't played for 2 years due to an injury. So, the Wizards expected their $170 million investment.
Side note, I think Wall gonna come back this year and do great with the Clippers, bro. I think he really gonna come back this year and do great with the Clippers.
To focus on recovering. But during that time, Wall traveled to New York City to celebrate his birthday, where all of a sudden, he got exposed. With cameras flashing and diamonds dancing, Wall was recorded hanging with known members of the Blood Gang. In the viral clip, Wall was seen throwing up his infamous celebration, and now, the world found out his signs weren't just celebrating three-pointers.
Bruh, I think, alright, so what I gotta say about that is, like, these players, they did have a life before they became an NBA star. So, for them to give up that life and give up their friends that they knew before the NBA started giving them all this money, I can see that being kind of hard. It's the pressure of, oh, I gotta be fake now, because these are the friends I used to hang out with before I started getting all this money. And then I gotta distance myself from them. And it's not like he like out doing murders and killing. He just hanging with people that he's was hanging with before he became rich and famous, you know? I don't think it's fair for you to have to throw away your friends just because the person that's giving you payment wants you to be politically correct. I don't think that's fair. Can you not do it on the court? Yeah.
Was gang affiliated. So, the Wizards were forced to take action. Immediately after the Clips.
Another side note. Gang members can't play ball? Is that what y'all telling us?
Spread all over the internet. Not only did they force Wall to apologize on Twitter, the team still had a bad taste in their mouth for affiliating with a gang member. So, ownership instantly put Wall on the trade block and dealt him to the Rockets for Russell Westbrook. Damn, who would have thought just throwing up a celebration would ruin a career? Well, even getting traded doesn't compare to the celebration that cost the Mavericks a chance at a championship. Throughout the 2022 playoffs, it basically became the Mavericks special to get fined every night. But what's crazy is, it wasn't even the players on the court's fault. Throughout their playoff series, the Mavericks bench was quote-unquote out of control, jumping around, taunting, and stepping over the lines.
You know, that costed the Suns a championship. I think in, I don't know, I think it was like maybe 07, 08. A fight broke out between, I think it was the Spurs and the Suns. And the Suns players came off the bench and damn near all their roster was suspended for one game because they came off the bench. They didn't fight, they didn't do nothing, they just came off the bench. But they got suspended. Almost all their roster got suspended just because they came across that line. So I don't understand why they just getting fined. or maybe they changed the rules after that, because it was a big thing, because that had cost them a championship. The Suns was going to win a championship that year. And because of that one incident, I think Amari Stoudemire couldn't play. Some of their key players couldn't play in the next game. And the Spurs went on to win.
Now, the Mavericks bench celebrations were one thing, but one of the biggest controversies came because of a player's shirt? Yeah, during Game 2 of the Warriors-Mavericks series. Teo Pinson caused chaos. See, the Warriors were wearing white jerseys, and during a fast-paced play, Teo was standing up looking like a Warriors player. So, Steph passed the ball right out of bounds. And once Teo saw that, he knew his fit could give the Mavs a chance of winning the series. So the very next game, Teo came in dressed the exact same way. But right before tip-off, a ref caught on and told him to change. And well, dude didn't listen. Instead, he hopped on Twitter to troll the ref and even got fans to join in. So, all cause of him and the bench going crazy, the Mavs racked up fines for over $175,000.
That's light work.
But taunting a team, I mean,
The
that ain't as bad as the time
organization?
LeBron, Harden,
That's
and
light work.
Melo's celebrations
That's light
nearly
work.
caused World War III. Coming into the NBA Global Games, the Cavs and Heat planned on traveling to Rio for a preseason clash, when out of nowhere, the NBA was issued a warning. Because of a celebration made popular by LeBron, Harden, and Melo, the entire country of Brazil was pissed. See, NBA players are known to throw up a hand sign after hitting a three-pointer. LeBron's 3 goggles, Melo's 3 to the dome, Harden's whatever the hell this is. And what seemed like a harmless way of representing a cash 3 throughout the rest of the world, it had a completely different meaning. In Brazil, throwing up 3 fingers is commonly known as fuck you, or fuck off. And I mean, that ain't worse than what I used to hear in MW2 lobbies.
Forget all that. Them lobbies? Yo, I was just telling some of the younger guys that I play with online that if you was around with MW2 and MW3 lobbies, those are the most toxic lobbies in the world. Oh my God. Those lobbies were toxic. Toxic.
But the NBA wasn't trying to let a stupid taunt cause World War III, so the celebration was banned. But you want to know what else should be banned? LeBron James. Because he set such an embarrassing record, it should be illegal. And don't even get me started on James Harden. Just click.
All right, that's the video for today. Some of the taunts were, I think they needed to be banned. Like the gang sign thing, you don't want to throw gang signs up. You definitely don't want to flick the fans off. But the LeBron big balls celebration, that's light. You could take that as anything. You can't even, you could take that as anything. But that's just him, be having fun. The guns, it all depends. You can't trigger. You definitely can't pull the trigger like this. But doing this, I think it's okay. It's okay. A lot of them like do the little revolver thing and put like Russell Westbrook, I think he does the double revolvers and do like this. So the gun thing is kind of an iffy subject or iffy taunt. But overall, I think NBA players do a good job of keeping it kind of clean. Like I said, the middle finger thing, that's just frustration. That's not even a taunt. That's just being frustrated with the fans or whatever. But shout out to Hoopflix. Like I said all the time, he definitely do his thing with his research and all the things that he do these videos. This your boy D-Mac. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Also hit that notification button so next time I drop a reaction video, you will be notified. You see how that works? Click the notification button, get notified. Works perfect. All right, this your boy D-Mac. I'm out. Peace.